that was big.
Good afternoon. Today I'm doing some trail maintenance, and we have this dead tree here that the top broke off, or broke off approximately in the middle, and another one that broke off over here from a recent storm. And these medium-sized branches are blocking the path over to this nice seating bench that kind of overlooks the lake there, and the reeds are pretty high, so the lake view is not perfect right now, but there's a nice little sitting bench there. And as part of my agreement to keep this trail somewhat open, we're going to remove at least the part of the branches that are on the trail today. To help us with our little chore today, we're going to be using our brand new Ego brand electric 56-volt brushless chainsaw. This saw comes with a 16-inch bar. It boasts 40 cc gasoline equivalent performance and comes with a 2.5 amp hour 56-volt battery that I've pre-charged. The only thing you really need to do to use this tool is to put some oil into the oil reservoir for the bar, lubricating the chain and bar, and charging up the battery. And this will give you a near gas, or depending on the exact gas saw you're comparing it to, a gas experience. This is one of their latest upgraded saws. It actually has metal working spikes here instead of the plastic ones that the previous units had. I don't know if the brushless motor is new or if it was brushless previously, and it boasts a pretty high chain speed, variable speed. This is very fast compared to, I also brought out here this 20-volt Black & Decker electric chainsaw, just to give a little comparison. This one also has, this is a 2 amp hour battery, the closest comparison that I had to the Ego, but 2 amp hours at 20 volts is vastly different and vastly less watt hours than 2.5 amp hours at 56 volts like our Ego down there. So this has a significantly slower chain speed. But it does work, so I'll kind of compare the two a little bit here as we cut through some of these smaller branches that are in our way. And I think I'll try to got 2 left-handed gloves here. Give me 1 second. Also try to compare the chain speed using the GoPro at a high frame rate. So give me 1 moment. I'll get that set up here. And we'll put it somewhere in that area there so we can get a good look at that. And we'll just take a couple comparison cuts here. See what we think between a 56-volt brushless and a 20-volt, more of like a drill battery type of thing. Turn on the higher speed camera here. I think I'm going to do undercutting just because that tends to work nicer. So let me take a cut with the Black & Decker. It cuts. There's really nothing wrong with a small lower voltage tool for just a few little branches like this. Still good. Still good overall. Get some of this off of our trail. There we go. And this might not be perfectly steady now, but we'll try to do a little comparison now using our Ego. And I'll try to run it at basically full speed. Let's see if we're in frame there. We're almost in frame there. Just pinched a little bit. kind of wet wood. Undercut might work a little better with that. Yeah, very, very fast chain speed with this. I'll try to show it on the GoPro here. And compare that to the Black & Decker 20 volt. The Black & Decker is not variable speed, so other than my horsing around and trying to film here, a little project like this, we can make quick work of it with this type of saw. That is fast. Very fast. And we'll get rid of this. I think they might really be, oh, they're saying 40cc equivalent. For sure, they're as good as a 32cc as far as torque and chain speed seems to go. This is a perfect little project for this type of saw because you're not going to be cutting for hours and hours. I think battery life would be an issue. Not that you can't get more batteries. And they do have much bigger capacity batteries than what was included with this kit. I'll be able to have this cleared up in no time here. It's light enough for me to reach out, do an undercut like that, which may or may not even be in the frame anymore, but we're almost done. There we go. And just to make that easier to get rid of, too easy for this saw. Need a bigger, heavier, more solid chunk of wood to even make it break a sweat. And one broken branch over here. And just like that, our path, once I weed whip a little bit here, will be open to that nice seating bench there. Get that all cleaned up. Not even a challenge for a powerful brushless saw like this. So this thing seems to work really well. Not even a blip on the 2.5 amp hour battery to do that little amount of work, cutting up a few branches. Easy to handle, good grip. I like the variable speed, even though you generally are just going to use it wide open for most intents and purposes. And one thing I didn't mention, it's quiet because it's electric, so I don't have to put my ear cups down on my helmet, and I like that because I can be more aware of what's going on around me, people coming down the trail and stuff like that. So very, very nice little brushless electric saw. I think 40cc gas, I think they're pretty much there. I think they're making a valid claim. The handle's good, feels good, cuts good. This one's a winner.
Hey everybody, I wanted to take a minute to unbox this new thing that I got today. I'm a big fan of Ego power tools. I have 3 of them now. This will be my 4th one. What I really like about it is the consistency and the quality. I've never had a problem with any of them, and they all use the same batteries. Sometimes you need a little more powerful battery or not, but anyway, this comes with this is the chainsaw. It's only a 12-inch chainsaw, but that's all I need, okay? And on here it says, talked about how many cuts, 130 cuts per inch or something on whatever. But anyway, let's unbox this and take a look at it and see what comes in the package. Like I said, I just got this. I wanted to share it with you guys. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here. All right. We've got a package here. Got a battery in it. What do we got here? It's a 2.5 amp hour battery. I already have 2 of these. This will be my 3rd battery. So it comes with a new battery. Comes with all your instructions, which you would expect. Comes with a battery charger. Now I already have 2 battery chargers. This will be my 3rd. So that'll be helpful. And then the chainsaw itself. It's small, but for what I want to use it for around the house, it's way more than adequate. Way more than adequate, okay? And that's all that's in this package. There's nothing else in here. So I'm going to throw some of this stuff back in, because obviously I'm not going to keep it in the box. And we'll get this out of the way. Now, it doesn't come with any oil that I can see, so I'll have to have oil. Yeah, no oil. Excuse me. So on here it says Ego Power Chainsaw. It's equivalent to a 30cc gasoline chainsaw. It'll make 130 cuts per charge. I don't know how they're figuring that. And tool-free tensioning. I guess you don't have to tension it. And then there's an wrench on the other side. So basically, this is what we're dealing with. It's a small chainsaw, okay? Small chainsaw right here, you see it. All right. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Maybe this is a tensioner. I'm not sure. Maybe it's where the oil goes. I don't know yet because I haven't looked at this. Oh, I think this is where the oil goes. Yeah, this is your oil right here. Now, being new, this will not have oil in it, okay? Okay, this will not have oil in it. Yeah. So, and that's it. 12-inch chainsaw. Take a look at the chain, nice and sharp. All right, you can see it, nice and sharp. I'll put it to good use around the house. I don't know if the battery has any life in it. Let's see. Push the button. It's got 2/5 or 4/10 or 8/20. And that's it, right? So there's a little lever, there's a little safety lever down here. I'm going to show it to you. Little safety lever. You push that lever, then you pull the trigger. Okay. Now I don't know why. Oh, that has to be back maybe? Yeah, there we go. That'll do some serious damage, for sure. It's like variable speed as well, okay? So that's all we need to know about this for now. We'll put it away, but, you know, put the guard back on it for safety reasons. Now, obviously, that's not going to start up because it's locked. And I'm going to take the battery out of it for safekeeping. But, you know, here's our charger. If you have Ego tools, you're familiar with the charger. This will charge all the batteries I have. Now, I have like a 5 amp hour battery, 3 2.5 amp hour batteries, a 6 amp hour battery, and a 7.5 amp hour battery. So the more tools I buy, the more batteries I end up getting. But there you go right there. I'll plug this in downstairs and we'll get it charged up. But thanks for taking a look at the Ego 12-inch chainsaw. I'll read the directions and get more into this and learn more about it. And then I'll take you on some test cuts when I'm ready. So thanks for watching.
So that right there is well over 35 trees that are stacked. Obviously that pile right there, which shrinks over time as it dries out and the needles fall, but I've added to that a lot. And then, yeah, that pile, whoops, that pile over there. And I got more I've got to cut up over there, some trees, a couple trees that are leaning up against, but this is what I've done so far in about 3 months of being on this land. Yeah, pretty sweet. Definitely get yourself one of those because that helps a lot.
I am just having so much fun with that Ego chainsaw. It is fantastic, fascinating. This is a log that's about maybe 10-12 inches in diameter, and it's chopping through it just like a knife in the butter. Check it out. All this is a production of it. We got a whole lot done, and it's very productive. I love it. Having fun with it.
Ross Zellick at Mary Lynn Drive. This is a new battery operated Ego chainsaw. Working hard. Something you don't see him do very often. So enjoy.